And so the Kalemer Kakomim, in Yiddish, the wise men of Chelm. The irony endemic in the title, Wise Men of Chelm. It's a folk tale. It's an extension of our discussion on the Shlemiel and the Shlemazel. In fact, we could look upon all of the townspeople as Shlemiels. A typical story. The people of Chelm need to build a building up on top of a hill. And so they bring the town's strongest men to carry boulders, big boulders, up the hill. A traveler sees the hard work of the manual labor being performed by these laborers and says, instead of carrying these round boulders, wouldn't it make more sense to roll the boulders up the hill? The men of Chelm consider this idea and they say, what a terrific idea. Let's try it. And so they go to the top of the hill where they've put all the boulders. They carry them back down to the bottom of the hill and proceed to roll them up to the top of the hill and say, you're right, that was so much easier. Another story showing the wise men of Chelm. In the mornings, in the winter mornings, as the snow would settle on the town of Chelm, the townspeople would look out, and the peace and the beauty of the snow was disturbed by the town watchman, his footprints as he walked around keeping watch in the town. And they said, how much more beautiful the town would be were we not to have the watchman's footprints in the snow when we woke up in the morning. And so the town fathers think, and they hit upon a wonderful idea. When they know that snow is coming, they take the 4 strongest men in town to carry a table, and they place the town watchman on top of the table. And the 4 strong men carry the table with the watchman around town. Therefore, the watchman's footprints do not disturb the snow. It's an example of self-deprecating humor. And it's a self-deprecating humor that we see actually transcending not only the people of Chelm, but it becomes part of humor as we know it in the 20th century. From vaudeville through television comedy, through movies, a great deal of the humor, the stand-up comics, the stand-up comedy, the comedy groups are based around that poking fun at ourselves. Perhaps not a particularly Jewish trait, but certainly a trait that we adopted from an earlier slide as a response to the constant and unremitting violence and anti-Semitism that we as a people had felt starting in the 6th century. Okay, back to your teacher.